11 clear signs you both like each other, psychology tricks. The best relationships are built on the unspoken moments where words aren't needed to understand each other. Have you ever shared a moment with someone where time seemed to freeze? You catch their gaze, they smile, and suddenly, there's a connection that feels almost unspoken. You might tell yourself it's nothing, but deep down, something is stirring. If you've ever wondered, am I the only one feeling this, or do they feel the same way? You're in the right place. This insight might completely change how you see your interactions with others. As someone who's spent years studying human behavior and attraction, I've seen it all. Two people circling around their feelings, sensing the spark, but never saying a thing. Attraction doesn't always come with fireworks or grand gestures. It's often hidden in the small, subtle moments, the fleeting glances, the body language, and the little pauses that speak louder than words. In this video, we'll explore the 11 psychological signs that show when two people are drawn to each other. And by the end, you may find yourself thinking of someone specific. So stay tuned and pay attention, because these signs are easy to miss unless you know what to look for. Sign number 1. Magnetic eye contact that feels too long or too quick to escape. Eye contact speaks louder than words. It's one of the most powerful, yet subtle, signals that two people share a connection. When two people like each other, their eyes become messengers, often revealing more than they intend. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation only to notice the eyes of the other person lingering on yours just a bit too long? Or perhaps their gaze darts away suddenly, accompanied by a nervous smile? This isn't just a coincidence. It's a biological response. Prolonged eye contact triggers the brain's dopamine system, the same reward pathway activated by pleasure. This is why that brief, yet intentional glance can feel electric. It's not just about the eyes, it's about how the brain interprets that moment as rewarding. And if you're experiencing the same thing, holding their gaze a little longer than usual, or quickly breaking contact with a shy smile, you're not imagining things. This is a clear sign that the attraction is mutual. Psychology tricks tell us that these instinctual behaviors are hard to fake because they come from deep within our biology. When eye contact becomes magnetic, it's the brain signaling something profound. You both feel the connection. This isn't just about looking at someone, it's about the exchange that happens in that space between your gazes. Female psychology shows that women, in particular, use eye contact as a way to silently communicate interest and curiosity. It's a tool to subtly test the waters. If the gaze is met with interest, the bond deepens. You may not realize it in the moment, but your eyes are saying more than any words ever could. Remember, these signals aren't just reserved for the initial stages of attraction. They often persist because they tap into deeper, primal feelings. If you're both holding eye contact just a little too long, or if your glances keep crossing paths unexpectedly, it's not just a fleeting moment. You are both acknowledging something unspoken, a mutual connection that is building, whether either of you chooses to voice it or not. So, next time you find yourself in that situation, pay attention. If your eyes lock in a magnetic way that feels just a little too intense, that's your first clue. The psychology tricks that work on attraction are as much about the unspoken as the spoken. In the world of how to fall in love, these subtle gestures can be the foundation of something deeper. It's the silent language that you're both fluent in without even realizing it. When eye contact lingers, when both of you can't help but lock gazes, trust me, it's not an accident. You've just shared the most honest conversation of all. Sign number 2. Mirroring each other's body language. Have you ever found yourself crossing your arms only to notice that the person you're with does the exact same thing a second later? Or perhaps you lean in toward them and they subtly shift closer, almost without thinking? If this sounds familiar, then you've witnessed one of the most powerful subconscious signs of attraction, mirroring. And trust me, it's not a coincidence. This act of mimicking someone's body language is a clear indicator that both of you are emotionally connected. This phenomenon is known as the chameleon effect in psychology. When we're drawn to someone, whether emotionally or romantically, our brain activates something called mirror neurons. These neurons prompt us to mimic the posture, gestures, and even the tone of voice of the person we're attracted to. It's a silent, invisible bond that strengthens the connection between two people. Think about it. When you start mirroring someone's movements, it's a sign that you're in sync with them on a deep, unconscious level. You might not even realize you're doing it, but your body is telling the truth. Why? Because mirroring creates a sense of connection. It's your brain's way of signaling, I feel safe with you. I get you. This isn't just about copying physical movements. It's a powerful tool in building rapport and emotional intimacy. If you find yourself in a conversation where you're unconsciously mirroring each other's posture, gestures, or even speech patterns, know this. It's not just body language at work, it's chemistry. In the world of psychology tricks and attracting women, mirroring is a sign of alignment. It shows that you're both in sync, that there's an unspoken bond between you. It's often said that high value men understand the power of nonverbal communication. They know that attracting women isn't just about looking good or being a player, it's about being genuine, being present, and being connected on a deeper level. So, don't overlook the subtle signs that are right in front of you. Be aware of how both of you are interacting on a subconscious level. That is the power of mirroring. It's not just about copying movements, it's about creating a space where you both feel understood and aligned. If you want to build connection and attract women with your masculine energy, pay attention to these moments. You must notice when you're in sync, because this is where the magic of attraction happens. Sign number 3, inside jokes in private language. Have you ever shared a joke or a phrase with someone that no one else quite gets? Maybe it's a word or a look that makes you both laugh, and everyone else is left wondering what just happened. It's more than just a laugh, it's an intimate bond in the making. This isn't just about humor, it's about creating a private world between the two of you. Psychologists call this shared symbolic communication. It's when you've crafted a unique language or set of references that only the two of you truly understand. Think about the nicknames, quirky phrases, or inside jokes you share that make you both smile and feel connected. This is not a trivial thing, it's emotional closeness, and it's exclusive. The best relationships are built on a foundation of shared experiences and private language. This is a powerful truth. When two people laugh at things no one else finds funny, they aren't just enjoying a lighthearted moment, they're establishing something deeper. They are building a bridge between hearts, a connection that goes beyond surface level interactions. This bond fosters trust, understanding, and exclusivity. In relationships, the development of a shared language is often one of the earliest signs that two people are emotionally bonding. It shows that you are moving beyond the superficial and entering a space of mutual understanding and trust. It's no longer just about what's said. It's about the silent understanding that exists between the two of you. This is the beginning of something real. If you find yourself laughing at things that no one else seems to understand, take a moment to realize what's happening. You're not just vibing, you're connecting, and this connection, this exclusive bond, is powerful. It means that you're building an emotional fortress, one that requires time and trust to fully develop. Just as the old Stoic wisdom teaches, true strength comes from within, from understanding and mastery of self. Stoicism win is about recognizing the value of these moments and using them to fortify your emotional resilience. It's about learning to navigate relationships with an iron mind, grounded in emotional clarity. You must recognize the importance of these small moments. They're not insignificant. They're signs of true intimacy. As you observe the dynamic between you and someone else, remember this. Don't overlook the power of shared language. It's the foundation of something much deeper. So, when those inside jokes happen, don't brush them off. Celebrate them. They signify a bond that goes beyond words, a connection that can only be built with trust and vulnerability. The key here is to notice the depth in seemingly simple moments. Inside jokes and private language are ironclad symbols of emotional attachment. Embrace them. They are the silent foundation upon which stronger, more meaningful relationships are built. If this resonated with you, like, comment, and share it with someone who could use these insights. Don't forget to subscribe for more psychology tips that help you understand relationships better. Comment below, I am emotionally connected and exclusive. Sign number 4, subtle touches that spark energy. When it comes to attraction, sometimes it's the smallest gestures that speak the loudest. Take, for example, the subtle touches that often go unnoticed: a hand grazing against yours, a gentle tap on the shoulder, or a playful nudge in the middle of a conversation. These seemingly insignificant actions carry immense psychological weight. They are far from casual. They are signals deliberately sent and received, like whispers between two people who are both aware of the unspoken energy. Psychology tricks reveal that even the lightest touch can trigger the release of oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone. This hormone plays a significant role in creating feelings of closeness, safety, and trust between individuals. It's an invisible connection that helps foster intimacy, and it's why those tiny touches can create a deep, unspoken bond between you and someone else. But here's where it gets interesting. When these touches are initiated by both parties, it's rarely random. There's a reason behind it, one that's rooted in female psychology and the art of attraction. This behavior is a way of testing boundaries, of silently expressing a desire to be closer, but without crossing that invisible line. It's a dance of sorts, one where neither person wants to make the first verbal move, but both feel the magnetic pull. The key is that these touches aren't just random accidents, they're deliberate. If you find that you're both creating little opportunities to make contact, whether it's a brush of the hand or a touch on the arm, take note. That underlying tension you feel? That's attraction quietly making its presence known. You might not always be aware of it in the moment, but in the world of psychology tricks, these subtle gestures are the silent signals that show both people are drawn to each other. You must understand this dynamic because it's a powerful, unspoken sign that the attraction is mutual. And if you're not picking up on these cues, you're missing out on one of the clearest indicators of growing intimacy. Pay attention. The next time you feel that slight touch or find your hand brushing against theirs, understand that it's not just a random coincidence. It's the beginning of something deeper, a silent yet powerful way that two people communicate their interest without saying a word. So, if you notice these subtle signs, don't ignore them. Recognize that the attraction is real and it's time to lean into that connection. Sign number 5. They remember the little things. You've probably mentioned in passing that you love a certain snack, or perhaps you shared a random thought about a favorite show or a stressful day at work. Next time you meet, they've brought that snack or ask about that forgotten detail. This isn't just them being polite, it's selective memory at play. Here's the truth. When we're emotionally drawn to someone, our brains naturally prioritize the small things connected to them. This is something called emotional salience. Essentially, it means that when you're important to someone, their mind will hold on to even the most insignificant details about you. Why does that snack matter to them? Because it connects to you. Why do they remember that random show you binge watched? Because it's a piece of who you are. It shows that you've become a part of their world in ways that go beyond casual conversations. This goes deeper than just paying attention. It's about emotional investment. Think about it. When someone remembers the details no one else notices, they're not just being observant. They're showing you that they care deeply. When they ask about that meeting you were dreading, or recall the color you wear when you're in a good mood, it's their way of saying, I'm tuned into you. I notice you. And if you catch yourself doing the same for them, it's not just attraction at play. This is emotional connection. You're investing in them, just as they're investing in you. It's these small, seemingly trivial moments that prove a lot about someone's feelings. A high-value man knows the importance of these details. He understands that attraction isn't about grand gestures, but about being attentive and emotionally present. It's about the subtle things that build a deeper bond. So, when someone takes the time to remember these little things, recognize it for what it is, a sign that they value you and that you are becoming a significant part of their life. Attracting women isn't just about looking good or saying the right thing. It's about being emotionally present, aware of the little details that matter, and understanding the power of masculine energy, how it allows you to connect, not just on a surface level, but on a deeper, more meaningful one. You must be someone who listens, who notices the details, who invests emotionally, not just to get attention, but because you genuinely care. This is what makes a man irresistible, a man who invests his time, his attention, his energy into what matters to the other person. It's the small things, the quiet moments, and the subtle cues that make the real difference. So don't ignore them. You must lean in and notice. That's how true emotional connection happens. If you find this insight helpful, don't forget to like, share, and comment below to let us know what signs stood out to you the most. Share this with someone who needs to understand the subtle signs of attraction. Comment with this to connect. I value the little things in my relationships. And, of course, subscribe for more powerful insights into psychology and relationships. Sign number 6. Awkwardness plus nervous energy. You've felt it before, usually smooth, confident, and in control. But when you're around them, things change. Words slip out wrong. Your hands seem to have a mind of their own. You laugh at jokes that aren't even that funny. The tension in the air is palpable. It's not a lack of connection, quite the opposite. It's a clear sign that both of you care more than you're letting on. When two people like each other, the stakes get higher. The desire to make a good impression becomes overwhelming. This leads to overthinking, overanalyzing, and at times, freezing up. This is a psychological stress response that comes from emotional arousal. Your heart rate picks up, your mind races ahead, wondering what's next. Think about it. If they're acting a little awkward too, it's not a sign that they're not interested. It's a mirror of your own feelings reflected right back at you. Nervousness isn't about disinterest. It's about caring more than you're willing to admit. The stakes are high, and it's that very tension that speaks volumes. The Old Stoic wisdom teaches us that discomfort is often a sign of growth, of pushing past the boundaries of what's familiar. In moments of nervousness, we experience that same discomfort, that same growth. As a Stoic man, you learn to embrace these feelings, to turn them into strength. Don't shy away from awkward moments, own them. They show your emotional investment. These moments, when handled with composure, will reveal your inner strength and resilience. In the world of relationships, as in life, the ability to handle nervousness without crumbling is key. The Stoicism win here is mastering your own emotions, recognizing the value of vulnerability, and using that nervous energy to deepen your connection rather than let it control you. Iron Mind, this is the ultimate test. How you manage this discomfort will determine the outcome. Nervousness is not a weakness. It's a powerful signal that you're both connected on a deeper level. Let's break it down. If you're feeling nervous, don't beat yourself up. It's a sign that something real is happening. This is when you can step into your power. Don't hide from the awkwardness, acknowledge it, embrace it, and allow it to fuel your actions. You have the strength to navigate these moments with poise and confidence. So, next time you feel that rush of awkward energy, take a breath, trust yourself, and use it to your advantage. This is how you grow. This is how you win. Sign number 7. They find reasons to be around you. Have you ever noticed that somehow they're always around when you're there? You run into them at the coffee shop, at work, or even at some random event, and it feels like nothing more than coincidence. But if you really think about it, how often can it truly be a coincidence? Here's the truth. When someone likes you, they're going to find reasons, whether big or small, overt or subtle, to be near you. This is what's known in psychology as proximity seeking, a basic human instinct. When someone is attracted to you, they instinctively desire closeness, not just physically, but emotionally as well. Let's break it down. Human nature is wired for connection. We're naturally drawn to people we like. This might mean a casual stop at the same coffee shop or showing up at events you never thought they'd attend. It's their way of getting closer to you, testing the waters of proximity. The fact is, when two people are attracted to each other, they unconsciously create opportunities to be in each other's space. Proximity isn't just about physical closeness, it's also about fostering a sense of connection. You're not simply sharing space, you're creating an environment where attraction can thrive. In female psychology, this behavior speaks volumes. When a woman finds reasons to be around you, it's not an accident. She's intentionally making space for you in her life, whether she realizes it or not. It's her way of showing interest without saying a word. She's drawn to you, and the more she can be near you, the more opportunities she creates to deepen the connection. The more time you spend together, the more likely you are to bond emotionally. It's a dance, one where proximity is a powerful tool. As a man, it's crucial to notice these signs. If a woman is consistently finding ways to be around you, it's a clear indicator of her feelings. Don't ignore it. Instead, embrace the fact that you're creating an environment of emotional closeness. Pay attention to the small moments when she shows up unexpectedly. These moments speak to her desire for more interaction, more connection. This isn't just about physical presence, it's about emotional engagement. She wants to share more of her world with you, to create a space where you both feel comfortable enough to let attraction grow. In psychology tricks, the key is recognizing when someone is making an effort to stay close to you. It's not always about direct gestures. Sometimes it's the smaller, subtler acts that reveal a deeper interest. If you're both finding reasons to be near each other, it's a sign that the emotional connection is building. This is where things start to get interesting. It's a mutual effort, a shared understanding that proximity isn't just about being in the same room. It's about opening up space for each other emotionally. The next time you notice that she's making an effort to be where you are, take note. This is not a coincidence. This is the subtle, powerful language of attraction. She's signaling that she's interested, that she wants to be near you. And if you're noticing the same thing, you're likely sending that same signal back. Embrace the moments when you're together, whether planned or spontaneous. This is where emotional chemistry builds and where connections begin to solidify. In the world of love and attraction, proximity is everything. So, don't underestimate the significance of these moments. Pay attention to them. Recognize them for what they are, a clear sign of interest, a step toward a deeper emotional connection. Proximity seeking isn't just about being close physically, it's about finding the space to build something greater, something lasting. This is how attraction grows, how it deepens, and how it flourishes. If you're both finding reasons to be around each other, you're not just sharing space. You're creating the foundation for something real. Now, apply this understanding in your own life. If you're noticing someone making an effort to be around you, don't let it slip by unnoticed. This is the language of attraction at work. Proximity seeking is one of the clearest signs that they like you, that they're emotionally invested in getting closer. Recognizing this is the first step to building a stronger connection. It's a simple but powerful psychology trick, a sign that both of you are creating the space where love and attraction can thrive. And if you find today's content very interesting, please give me a word of encouragement by commenting "very interesting" in the comments section. That is a huge motivation for us. Thank you. Sign number 8. Deep uninterrupted conversations. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where time seemed to vanish? You talk for hours, yet it feels like the world around you disappears. You both are so engrossed in each other's words that nothing else matters. That, my friend, is more than just small talk. It's a clear sign that something deeper is at play. When two people are genuinely drawn to each other, the conversation evolves beyond the ordinary. It's not forced. It's not filled with awkward pauses. It just flows. Each word exchanged seems to build on the last one, like pieces of a puzzle coming together. There's a deep curiosity about one another, a shared understanding, and an emotional connection that transcends simple conversation. This is known as relationship fluidity. When you're talking with someone and the conversation is easy, you're not just exchanging facts or opinions, you're letting your authentic self shine. You're both comfortable enough to be vulnerable, to show who you truly are without fear of judgment. That's a sign of deep emotional resonance. In these moments, you don't need to be afraid of saying the wrong thing because the connection is so strong it allows for imperfection. But it's not just about the words. The chemistry, the vibe, it's in the way the conversation flows. This is where the power of your masculine energy comes in. As a high-value man, you possess the ability to guide the conversation with ease and confidence. You know when to listen intently, when to share something meaningful, and when to keep the conversation grounded and real. Women are naturally attracted to this presence, a man who can hold deep, uninterrupted conversations without feeling the need to rush or force the interaction. In these moments, you're not just talking, you're creating a bond. The conversation becomes a dance, a rhythm that speaks volumes without the need for constant chatter. It's about making her feel seen, heard, and valued, things that are rare in today's fast paced, surface level interactions. When this happens, the unspoken connection grows stronger. This is the kind of emotional resonance that makes everything around you fade away. Remember, this is where the real attraction happens. It's the kind of connection that's rooted in masculine energy. When you're engaging in deep conversations, you're showing that you're someone who values meaningful exchanges. You're showing that you're a high value man who is not only capable of attracting women, but also willing to invest in building that emotional depth. It's about cultivating a space where both people feel safe to explore who they truly are. So, next time you find yourself in one of those deep, uninterrupted conversations, don't brush it off. It's a clear sign that she's genuinely interested. And more importantly, it's a reminder that true connections happen when we let go of surface level interactions and open ourselves to real, vulnerable conversations. Sign number 9, jealous reactions, even subtle ones. Have you ever mentioned someone else in front of them and noticed an instant shift in their energy? Maybe they grew quiet for a moment, or you noticed tension in their body language. It's not glaring jealousy, but it's there, just beneath the surface, waiting to reveal itself. This is a powerful psychological sign that something deeper is at play. Jealousy, even in its subtlest form, is a clear indicator of emotional investment. The Stoics taught us to master our emotions, to be strong, and to not be swayed by the whims of others. But let's not fool ourselves. When it comes to human relationships, emotions run deep. When someone likes you, they don't want to share you. The mere thought of someone else entering their territory can stir up feelings of insecurity or even concern, often manifesting in subtle signs like these. Psychologically, jealousy happens because they care more than they're willing to let on. It's a silent declaration of emotional ownership, a desire to protect their connection with you. And here's the key: when they get jealous, even in the smallest way, it means they are more invested than they show. If you've ever seen that slight change in their demeanor when someone else enters the conversation, take note. That's a sign of genuine interest. Often, jealousy speaks louder than words ever could. In modern life, these moments can be hard to read. We live in a world where subtlety is often the name of the game. But the truth is, these small signs, like a fleeting moment of jealousy, can reveal a lot about someone's feelings. Don't dismiss them. Instead, look at them as a signal that they care more than they are letting on. As the Stoics would remind us, the world is full of distractions, but mastering our emotions is the key to inner peace. Apply this ancient wisdom to your relationships. Understand that jealousy doesn't always mean something negative. Sometimes it's simply an unspoken confirmation of how much someone values you. So, next time you notice a slight shift in their mood when someone else enters the picture, don't brush it off. That small change in their energy could be the clearest sign yet that they care about you more than they want to admit. That's the power of emotional investment. It's subtle, it's quiet, but when you know how to read it, you will master the art of relationships, just like the Stoics mastered the art of life. Remember, an iron mind isn't just about controlling your own emotions. It's about understanding and navigating the emotions of those around you. And when you do that, you can lead with wisdom and confidence in all your relationships. That is the Stoicism win. If you've noticed that little shift in their energy when someone else is mentioned, you're not imagining it. It's a sign that their feelings for you run deeper than they might let on. Take action now and recognize this subtle yet powerful sign of attraction. Comment below, I recognize the signs and I won't ignore them. Sign number 10, the energy shift. You feel it, right? That undeniable shift in energy. It's subtle but powerful. This sign is often overlooked, but it's one of the clearest indicators that something deeper is at play. After spending time with them, do you notice a change? Do you feel more energized, like your day just got a little brighter? Is your mood suddenly lighter? Here's why. When two people are genuinely attracted to each other, their connection produces an undeniable, positive energy. It's not draining, it's revitalizing. It doesn't tire you out, it recharges you. Psychologically, this is one of the most telling signs. The emotional energy between you both is mutual and healthy. It's a magnetic pull that leaves both of you feeling uplifted and motivated. You feel as if you've just experienced something special, something that makes your world feel just a little more alive. This is not just about the attraction, it's about the energy that flows between you. Attraction isn't just about thinking of someone, it's about feeling better because of them. This energy shift is a clear sign of mutual interest. It's a subconscious yet powerful reaction that shows how both individuals contribute to each other's well being. It doesn't take a genius to realize that when you're around someone who genuinely likes you, their presence leaves a lasting impact. You're left with a sense of warmth, a spark of positivity, and a newfound sense of motivation. Now, this isn't just a fleeting feeling. When this energy exchange happens, it's not a coincidence. This is how the laws of female psychology work. She's not just engaging with you physically, she's connecting with you on an emotional and energetic level. It's one of the most powerful psychology tricks at play. So, next time you're around her, pay attention. If after being together, you feel lighter, more energized, or even inspired, then you know there's something real happening between the two of you. That energy shift, my friend, is your undeniable clue that mutual attraction is at work. This is how to fall in love. It's about feeling it, not just thinking it. Recognize the energy, trust it, and know that when it's right, you won't just be thinking about her, you'll be feeling it deep down in your core. 11. The real sign. When silence feels comfortable. Gentlemen, let's talk about a crucial sign of attraction that often goes unnoticed. We've all heard the typical signals: the lingering eye contact, the playful teasing, the shared laughter. These are the obvious signs that someone might like you, but there's one that can completely change the game: the quiet moments. Yes, you heard that right. When silence feels comfortable between you two, that's when you know you're onto something real. Most men, especially those of us who are striving to be high value men, tend to look for signs of attraction in loud, obvious ways. But here's the twist: true emotional connection isn't built on constant chatter or noise. It's found in the silence. Why silence matters? Think about it. You're sitting next to her. There's no need to fill the space with words, yet you're both perfectly at ease. No forced small talk. No need to find something to say. It's simply the two of you, existing together, and it feels natural. That's when you're in the presence of something powerful. Psychologically speaking, silence is a massive indicator of a deep emotional connection. When you can sit in silence with someone without it feeling awkward or uncomfortable, you're not just having a surface level interaction. You're experiencing a bond that transcends mere words. It's an unspoken understanding that flows between the two of you, built on mutual respect, trust, and the comfort of simply being. In the world of attraction, this is a major marker. High value men know that attraction isn't about how much you talk or how much you entertain. It's about the emotional energy that flows between the two of you. When you're in sync, the silence between you becomes powerful. You don't need to talk all the time to show interest. Instead, the calm presence you share speaks volumes. Silence doesn't mean disinterest. Now, here's where most guys get it wrong. Many men think that if they're not talking, they're losing the connection. They believe silence equals distance, but nothing could be further from the truth. When you're constantly talking, you're filling the space with noise, not allowing the connection to fully bloom. You must understand this. Silence isn't the absence of connection. It's proof of it. Think about it. Have you ever been in a room with someone and, even though you didn't say a word, it felt like you were deeply connected? That's the real magic. This is where your masculine energy comes in. A high-value man exudes confidence and calm. He doesn't need to talk constantly to keep a connection alive. He knows the value of silence. He understands that in those quiet moments, emotional bonds strengthen. It's during these times that you truly show your attraction, not by trying to entertain or impress, but by simply being. Building emotional connection. So, what does this all mean for you? It means that you can begin to recognize the true depth of your connection. If you're sitting together, comfortable in silence, you're not just a casual acquaintance. You're two people who are in tune with each other's energy. There's no need to fill the air with endless chatter because the bond between you speaks for itself. For a high-value man, This is a subtle but powerful way to gauge attraction. It's not just about who can talk the most or who can make the other person laugh. It's about understanding that emotional attraction can thrive in quiet spaces. This moment of silent connection is a sign of how comfortable you both are in each other's presence. It's a space where your masculine energy can shine through without needing to speak. You don't have to say a word to show how you feel. Your very presence, your calm, your silence, these things are far more impactful than any words could ever be. Next time you find yourself in that quiet moment with her, don't be quick to break the silence. Don't feel the need to fill the air with words. Instead, embrace it. Recognize that this is the real sign. The sign that your connection goes beyond the superficial, that your bond is genuine. You, as a high-value man, don't need constant validation through words or actions. Silence is enough to tell the story. When you can sit together in peace, without a single word, and feel completely at ease, you know the attraction is real. That's when you've found something deeper, something worth holding on to. Remember, the next time you're in her presence, don't fear the silence. Embrace it. That's the true sign of mutual attraction. So, there you have it, 11 clear signs that you both like each other. Now, I want to hear from you. Which sign hit home the most? Or maybe you've noticed a sign that wasn't on the list. Drop a comment below. I'm excited to hear your thoughts and experiences. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need a little insight into their own relationship. And be sure to subscribe because I've got plenty more videos coming your way, diving deep into the psychology of love, attraction, and human behavior. Here's a sincere piece of advice from what we covered. Pay attention to the little signs. Often, it's those subtle, unspoken moments that can reveal more than words ever could. Trust your instincts and always approach love with authenticity. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.